Hey guys, today on People Now.
It's a boy for Mila and Ashton.
Faris opens up about all those cheating rumors.
Well, I mean, she's 32. I'd be happy for her.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Who's the father?
All right, Gilmore Girls fans, Scott Patterson is revealing who he thinks is the father of Rory's baby.
I would love to learn it with him.
And the adorable Grace VanderWaal dishes about that guitar she got from Shawn Mendes.
Plus,
The mysterious case of Sherri Papini. Could she have been a victim of sex trafficking? We've got all the details. What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy Friday. We made it another week. Can I get a round of applause for Friday? I mean, are you so excited for the weekend? We are so pumped. And real quick, Andrea and I are coordinating. Look at this. How much red can we get in one big swoop? We're not going to show. Okay, that's fine. We'll move. Oh, there it is. Look.
There it is.
Look at it. It's Christmassy, kind of. We're like ushering in the holiday spirit. All right, here we go. Lots to get to today. Here's what you need to know and what's trending. Ed Sheeran took the stage for the first time after a year-long hiatus to perform for one of Princess Kate's charities. The Thinking Out Loud singer had a visible scar on his face after being reportedly cut when Princess Beatrice was pretending to knight singer James Blunt with a sword. Did you follow all that? Well, Sheeran was performing at a gala benefiting Princess Kate's charity for sick children, the East Anglia's Children's Hospices. Now, besides joking about his scar, Sheeran talked about his excitement to be back on stage, saying this: "It's nice to be back. I've had a whole year off. I went to Japan for about a month and hung out with Japanese people, got my face cut open. Anyone read about that? It's nice to see that Ed has such a good sense of humor about the whole thing, and he's still out there doing his music, which we love. Moving on to this. A private investigator and veteran human trafficking expert believes California mom Sherri Papini's case has the hallmarks of sex trafficking. In a sit-down with the Today Show, Bill Garcia, who was hired by Papini's family during the 22 days that she was missing, said this.
It was most likely one of these sex trafficking groups.
Garcia is not involved with the current police investigation, according to the Today Show. But when asked if Papini's abduction might be related to a cartel or a sex trafficking operation at a press conference on Wednesday, the Shasta County Sheriff said, "We do not have specific information if it was related to a cartel or human trafficking." Papini vanished while out for a jog on November 2nd. The mom of two was found around 4:30 a.m. Thanksgiving Day on the side of a Yolo County road, about 150 miles south of her Redding, California home. She told investigators the women who abducted her were Hispanic, armed, and driving a dark SUV. Stay on people.com for all the latest on this investigation. Well, big congratulations are in store for Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, who are parents once again. A rep confirms to People that the married former That 70s Show co-stars welcomed their second child, a baby boy, into their family. The new addition was born on Wednesday, November 30th, and he joins big sister, 2-year-old Wyatt Isabel. In October, Kutcher spilled the beans on baby number two's sex on the Today Show, but Kutcher couldn't help telling Seth Meyers that he had secretly hoped to have another little girl because he wants a big family. He said this: "First of all, our first girl is unbelievable, but also I figured if we had a second girl, Mila might give me one more shot at having a boy, and now I don't know. It's even money. She might cut me off." But one thing is for sure, the couple's son will join his sister in learning how to earn money for themselves one day. Kutcher jokingly said this: "It's a matter of teaching them from a very early age that, you know, mommy and daddy may have a dollar, but let's be clear, you're poor." I love it. So funny. Such a great couple. Really, really happy for them. Well, guys, it's been Gilmore Girls mania since the Netflix reboot of the show dropped a week ago, and fans have had a lot to say about that finale. Warning here to everyone watching this right now, I'm about to drop a big spoiler, so stop watching this if you haven't caught up on the new episodes yet, all right? We'll give you plenty of adequate time. Now that that's out of the way, I recently sat down with one of the show's biggest stars, Scott Patterson, aka Luke, and I got his take on those infamous final 4 words where Rory reveals to her mom Lorelai that she is pregnant. So I asked Scott what he thought his character would say to Rory after dropping that bombshell. Watch this.
Well, I mean, she's 32. I'd be happy for her.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Who's the father?
Okay. Which is kind of the thing,
And
right?
it better not be who I think it is.
And
or,
who do you think it is?
I don't know. I think, you know, if Jess mirrors me and Logan mirrors Christopher, you know, is Jess gonna fight for Rory if it's a Logan baby, or is Logan gonna fight for Jess or her if it's a Jess baby? I don't know.
So,
what's the better dramatic?
Yeah, I don't know. Dramatically, not sure which way it plays.
Yeah.
But what's your heart tell you? What's his heart tell
I
you?
think it's a Logan baby because it sets up more conflict.
Yeah,
And it gets Jess fighting for her if Logan is schmucky.
I agree with that theory, especially in what we saw in the final episode. Anyway, now the biggest question on everyone's mind, will there be more Gilmore Girls episodes in the future? Here is Scott's quick take on that. Watch.
So, if more episodes were presented,
Yeah.
are we on board?
Sure. Yeah.
Is this something that's already being talked about?
No. I
More-
mean, sure.
more-
Yeah. I mean, it's being talked about, but
Right.
I don't know that Amy and Dan have the time to do it this year. I'm not. I don't know anything.
Okay,
They're
but
gonna do more. They're gonna do more.
when you look at it, think about like Fuller House, right?
Yes.
It's a huge hit. People went crazy about it. People went crazy about this as well. There's got to be more.
There has to.
You don't
be, yes.
drop a bomb at the
No.
end of the season 1 and not have more. I
I
mean,
know.
it's like it's there.
I think
Anyway.
they were already planning for more.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
All right, more news for us. Andrea.
Yes. So Chris Pratt and Anna Faris may seem like a couple that can laugh off tabloid rumors about their marriage, but Anna recently opened up about having a public relationship on her podcast, Anna Faris is Unqualified. She sat down with nocturnal animal star Isla Fisher, telling her that the rumors made her feel incredibly very insecure. Anna references their first major challenge as a couple. It came about a year ago, saying, "We were in the public a little bit. There were some tabloid rumors about strain in our relationship." She went on to say she didn't realize how hard it was to brush off that story, saying, "I just remember feeling so hurt in a way that bothered me because I didn't want to think of myself as somebody who could be bothered by tabloid expletive." While Isla Fisher then asked Ferris what hurt the most, and she explained, "I think it was a combination of things. I take pride in how great my relationship is with Chris, but having said that, of course, in this crazy world where he's off doing movies and I'm in LA raising our child, of course I'm going to feel vulnerable like any normal human would." All right, moving on to this. Mandy Moore is opening up like never before about how her, quote, seemingly traditional family changed after she and her two brothers grew up. The This Is Us actress revealed in an interview with Birdie that both of her two brothers are gay and that her parents divorced after her mother left her father for a woman. She tells Birdie that, quote, "My family members are exactly where they should be. Everyone's so much happier, richer, and more fulfilled being their authentic selves." Well, in the interview, Moore also talks about her divorce from ex-husband Ryan Adams, saying, "I learned that that wasn't going to be the fruitful experience I wanted it to be." But the actress is now dating musician Taylor Goldsmith and reveals that having a family is still on her mind, saying, "I want to have kids in the next couple of years. I always said that I want to take care of myself to the best of my ability before I venture into that phase of my life." And although Moore's character on This Is Us appears at times as a grandmother with the help of 4.5 hours of makeup, Moore says she is not afraid for those days to become a reality off-screen too, saying, "I can't wait until the day when watching 60 Minutes is perfectly acceptable for my age. The aging process, I say bring it on."
Any tidbits, any spoilers leading into this next season premiere? How's Melly going to handle all the pressure? What do we need to know?
I can't tell you anything.
Of course not. Could you sum it up in sort of a hashtag? Could you sum it up? What kind of game can I play?
Hashtag kapow.
How about Melly and Marcus?
How about Mila and
Woo,
Marcus?
my goodness.
I might have seen a still online the other day. My mother might have been scrolling through things and said, "What is this a picture of?" And I was like, "Nothing, not one thing. That's not a picture of anything."
Ooh.
There might have been some, I don't know.
Steamy get-togethers coming up?
It's on the internet. Y'all can find it.
Yeah, okay. And that's all we're going to say about that. But let's just say the sexual tension apparently is going to continue to be ripe for the taking.
Sizzle like bacon.
Sizzling like bacon, indeed. I know we all can't wait for the return of our favorite Shondaland show, Scandal. I'm definitely excited. Season 6 will be returning to our Thursday night TV binge January 19th, but with such a long break, what did the cast do during that lengthy hiatus? Well, the always lovely Bellamy Young, who plays Melly on the show, kept herself busy by partnering with the new lung cancer initiative, Test, Talk, Take Action. Bellamy has been very vocal about lung cancer research and treatment, so when she recently stopped by the People Now studios, I wanted to know why she's so passionate about the project. Take a look at this.
Well, I lost my dad to lung cancer in 1985, so this has been something I've lived with, you know, the heartbreak for my whole life. I was 15 when he died,
Sure.
and 1985, it was such a different world, and the treatment, the diagnosis was really a dire thing, and the treatment was very barbaric and quite really ravaged him. And I was so proud to get to join with Merck now for this Test, Talk, Take Action campaign, because we've made so many advances in lung cancer in these, of course, in these like 30 years, but more specifically in the very recent past. And now we can do things like tests for biomarkers, little clues on your tumors that tell you exactly what kind of cancer you have, because every kind of cancer is different, and you can tailor the treatment so that really you're being treated.
Wow.
We're not just sort of like flying blind and trying to help you. The last thing I want is anyone to feel like we did, which was that we were alone on this path, especially in this day and age of social media, like you say. It's so important to know that you're part of a community and that you are supported on your path.
Hi, it's Kevin Quinn from Disney Channel's Bunked, and these are 5 things you should know about me. The first thing you should know about me is that I just released a song called Tidal Wave on the show Bunked, and it's my introduction as a musical artist. Now, I'm really excited because you guys are going to be able to see some original music, including a new single that will be coming out very soon, and I've written probably 25 to 30 songs, so we're going to pick the best 5 and put them on an EP. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. So the second thing you should know about me is that I love to travel, and I've been traveling ever since I was a young kid. I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to Barcelona, ironically a lot of Spanish-speaking countries, and I would like to keep going to Spanish-speaking countries. I know a lot of people in Latin America are big fans of the show, so thank you. And I'd love to go to more obscure places too. Like I've always wanted to go to Oslo, Norway, and Reykjavik, Iceland, and I think it'd be really cool. The third thing you should know about me is that I just finished wrapping season 2 of Bunked. And I'm really excited for you guys to see it because there's a huge cliffhanger at the end of the last episode, so stay tuned, you've got to see it. The fourth thing you should know about me is that I'm currently learning Spanish. I've been learning it for a long time, but I'm really buckling down this year and trying to become fluent. And I would love to do something along the lines of experiencing both Spanish music and English music for when I'm on tour, where I can do kind of what Enrique Iglesias does, where he does a song in English and then he does one in Spanish, and I just think that would be the coolest thing. The fifth thing you should know about me is that if I weren't in the entertainment industry, I would be pursuing a degree in political science because it's always been an interest of mine.
Kid could do it. I would vote for him in a heartbeat just because of that amazing hair. I mean, it's perfectly coiffed, everything. Stay with us. We've got 3 things you need to know before you watch the new episode of People Magazine Investigates. It's a Hollywood horror story about a flight attendant who was killed. Plus, America's Got Talent star Grace VanderWaal reveals if she and Taylor Swift are getting into the studio anytime soon. Stick around.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told people her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are People's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful people. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
The latest episode of Discovery ID's People Magazine Investigates explores a Hollywood horror story, the murder of Hervé Medellin, and here to break down 3 things to know about this case is People senior editor Alicia Dennis. Welcome back, Alicia. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This really is a case fit for Hollywood in so many ways, isn't it? Starting with how Hervé's remains were actually discovered in January of 2012. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, it was just a woman was walking a dog around that wooded area where the Hollywood Hills sign is, and the dog came upon a bag, and they discovered inside that bag was a severed head, which is just horrific. At first they thought it was a mannequin or some sort of movie prop.
It was the real deal,
It was
unfortunately.
awful.
As police have investigated this thing, a number of possible motives have arisen, including obsessive jealousy. One of the people that police looked at was an ex-boyfriend of Hervé's boyfriend, Gabriel Campos Martinez. So some bizarre things there, right? In addition to William Ludwig, police looked at Hervé's potential connections to Mexican drug cartels. What made them go in that direction?
Well, what happened was Hervé's boyfriend had sent an email to some of his friends and said that he had gone to Tijuana on a business trip and had never returned.
Okay.
And of course, that's an incredibly dangerous area, and it looked like, you know, maybe something could have occurred to him there.
So to add to this sort of wild spectrum of possibilities, another possibility was that Hervé was the victim of a Canadian killer named Luca Magnotta. Tell us about him.
Yes, well, what happened was because Hervé's remains were found in various different spots and he'd been dismembered, Luca had also had a situation where he had dismembered a Chinese exchange student and sent those body parts to a school.
Oh my gosh.
And so police had to look and see if there was a connection there.
All these possibilities, these connections that could have been there. Alicia, People also has a new special People Magazine Investigates issue available now. What can readers expect in
We
that?
do. That's an update of some of the most compelling crime cases, and you can have a fresh look at what's going on in the latest in those cases.
All right.
Great.
Thank you, Alicia Dennis. Thanks for being here. Now, that special issue is available now. To find out what happened to Hervé Medellin, make sure to watch the Hollywood Horror Story episode of Discovery ID's People Magazine Investigates this Monday, December 5th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, it's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks.
Oh, that was not bad. Great. You really made this. You made it feel like it hurt.
Well, it looks like Prince Harry had a little fun with Rihanna in Bridgetown, Barbados on Thursday. The Prince of England and Princess of China singer were at an HIV drop-in center to promote World AIDS Day. And as you can see, the duo braved those needles, successfully completing their own HIV tests. Both Rihanna and Prince Harry are very passionate advocates for AIDS research and prevention, with Prince Harry taking the test for the first time this summer in London. The Prince is currently on his 15-day Caribbean tour, and Rihanna, who is a Barbados native, has stuck by his side. Besides visiting the drop-in center, the pair appeared on stage together Wednesday night to celebrate 50 years of Barbados independence. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing more of Prince Harry's Caribbean adventures over the weekend. All right, moving on to this. Movie icon Warren Beatty, who's known for acting, directing, writing, and producing, was honored in Santa Barbara on Thursday night with the Kirk Douglas Award for Excellence in Film. The 79-year-old Hollywood legend is in the middle of press for his first film in 15 years, Rules Don't Apply. Beatty left Hollywood in 2001 to focus on his family, so it's safe to say that this return is a pretty big deal. Well, when asked why he returned to the big screen after such a long hiatus, the star couldn't help but mention his actress wife, Annette Bening. Take a look.
Well, I waited quite a while to do it until I met the person I call the world's greatest actress. and she, so we, yeah, it's been more enjoyable than any 20 movies. Just sometimes 5 minutes with her and the kids. It's means a lot.
Well, that is amazing to hear. And other celebrities who showed up to support Beatty included his Bulworth co-star Don Cheadle and Rule's leading lady Lily Collins. But the question we all want to know is whether or not Beatty will wait another 15 years before his next film. When asked when that may be, he responded with a touch of humor.
We're experiencing a tiny touch of what we call empty nest, and they're moving on, and they're really quite spectacular. And so, you know, I'll have more of a chance to do it. I'll probably do one every 14 years.
Well, hey, 14 years, better than 15. We'll take it. Well, it's great to see Warren Beatty getting some recognition, and Rules Don't Apply is in theaters now. And those are your Star Treks for today.
From one great set of actors to another one, Natalie Portman portrays Jackie O in the new movie Jackie. It's out today, and it sure does take one fashion icon to represent another fashion icon in history, doesn't it? So cheers to this red carpet stunner, and thanks for these looks. Watch. Grace VanderWaal stole all of our hearts as she took the crown and won season 11 of America's Got Talent. And her new EP, Perfectly Imperfect, is out today. So when she stopped by the People Now studios, I chatted with her all about her new music and all the love that she is getting from celebs, including music superstar Shawn Mendes, who sent her a guitar, no big deal. So is Grace giving up her signature ukulele? Watch this.
For me, I think I'm gonna like kind of stick with the ukulele and no ukulele now. I want to learn the guitar to like, have the experience.
But if the one and only Shawn Mendes said, "Hey, I want to teach you the guitar," I think you have to say yes, right?
I would love to like learn it with him. I don't think it would be, you know, I don't think I would be always playing the guitar.
It's kind of crazy that like all of a sudden now you're like BFFs with Shawn Mendes. This is just a thing. This is your reality now. Have you connected with the guy? Is it something that if you talked to him in person?
It kind of started because Samuel, you know the karaoke app?
Yes.
It's like, so we were doing like a little thing for LG, it was like the phone, and they just did a new thing where like you can sing, but like you see a video.
Okay,
like,
all right.
So
it's this cool new music karaoke app
and
thing.
It was us together, and we kind of like signed together to do the little video together to like promote it.
So you got to know him and through that.
And that's how it just kind of like, that's how we kind of have that's why he set me.
Well, I'm just going to say it now. I just hope that there's some sort of duet at some point in the future. A collaboration with Shawn Mendes and you would be mind-blowing.
Hopefully.
Yeah? Would you would like to do that?
I would
probably,
be totally open.
Of course, who would say no to that? Speaking of music superstars, let's just roll on. Your Rolodex of friends just keeps getting bigger. Taylor Swift sent you flowers, right? Posted the video of you winning and the whole deal. I mean, she was so excited for you. You were excited, obviously, too.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's a video of you receiving the flowers. Have you met her yet? Any plans to work with her? What's the relationship status with T Swift?
I have never met her, and I don't know about like there are a few people who have like even offered up collaborations that like somehow just recently got an email from Columbia. They're like, who would you want to collaborate out of all these people? But I don't know. I mean, she wasn't on like
on that list. Who was on the list? Was there anyone really that stuck out to you that you're kind of?
Well, Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes, right?
I know. I don't want to like make people think I'm gonna do a collaboration with these.
Right,
people.
of
Don't
course.
think
I
I'm
get
going
it. I get it.
These are just ideas. And then Meghan Trainor, and I was so excited for that.
Just the idea that all these people are sort of out there and that these possibilities are now real for you is super exciting. That's cool. Okay, favorite T Swift song, if you had to narrow it down. On the spot,
We Are Never Getting Back Together.
Okay, why that one?
I don't know, it's so catchy. Like, it's always the one I think about whenever people ask me, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? What's your favorite anything for Taylor Swift? I always just think of We're Never Getting Back Together.
I think when I think of that one, I don't even think of all of it. I just go, wee-hee! That's it. That's all I need.
Really? All I hear is, like, ever.
I like that. So T Swift has the girl squad, right? I mean, or kind of like that's the whole thing. Squad goals, the whole deal. Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown and Maddie Ziegler have formed their own squad. Millie even mentioned that you may join her squad. I don't know. When are you guys hanging out? What's the story?
You know, we were gonna hang out when I was in LA, and then it just didn't go. Like, we didn't do it ever. But I mean, like, please.
Perhaps.
Like, that would be so cool.
Millie was here with the whole cast. I mean, her and I we're very close. We go way back. Millie, just let's work this out, and you guys can all be part of a girl squad. All right, it's gonna happen.
I love Stranger Things. Don't tell me what happened. Like, I'm watching it very slowly.
Apparently, because we are well past the end of that thing being.
But like, it's so good so far.
All right, so
good.
I read that, or maybe saw a video of you saying that music was kind of like therapy to you. That this was something that really meant a lot to you. Now that you're in a position where you have fans, they're making clothes for you, they're doing the whole thing. Have you had fans say that your music helps them out in any way, and maybe in some ways it's therapeutic to them, or just inspires them? What's the feedback?
There was this one guy who sent me this letter, and it was like so beautiful.
Really?
And it was like so touching. And he was just having problems. He was in the hospital, and it was so beautiful. And like, I was reading this letter, and my mom was like crying, and she was like, "You have to read this." And it was like so sweet. And he said, like, when he woke up the next day, there was a little like paper that said like she won, she made it, and it was just so sweet.
That is really sweet.
So cute.
That's really great. Mom's over there, super proud. I think she's tearing up right now. We mentioned earlier your 5-song EP. It's super exciting, obviously. Congratulations. What can fans expect from this? What's the sound? What's the feel?
Honestly, every song is different on this EP. There's not really a theme because we tried to keep the America's Got Talent songs. We didn't want to, ruin them with production. It was a pretty stripped down EP.
Yeah, kind of straightforward.
Just like a little pizzazz. The only one we really messed around with and really had fun with production and stuff was Gossip Girl on that. And that's why I'm so excited for people to hear that one.
And the Oscar goes to you. Yes, and now is your chance to get up close and personal to some of your favorite movie stars when People presents the Oscars Fan Experience Sweepstakes. You can enter to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to LA and get a chance to be on the 2017 Oscars red carpet. Head to people.com/2017OFE to enter. The sweepstakes ends on December 12th.
All right, guys, coming up next week, we're kicking the whole thing off with the Rockettes getting in the holiday spirit, and Jamie Chung is dishing on her new movie, Office Christmas Party. Should be
Very festive up in here.
Super festive.
Getting close. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Below Deck's Kate Chastain. Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Hi, I'm Kate Chastain from Bravo's Below Deck, and this is one last thing. The last song that was stuck in my head was Take Me to Funky Town, because my friend was planning a taco truck, and I think that's the perfect song to talk about it. And the last movie that gave me all the feels was Finding Dory on the plane yesterday. It made me cry, but I think that may have been because of the wine and the altitude. My last date night was an invitation to go do karaoke, but I don't sing karaoke, so I didn't go.